This is part two. Somehow we managed to kill the other episode, but I've saved it. In case if you guys want to know more what we were talking about, some random shit as usual about different books. That's in the other episode. So I'm going to wrap this episode up. And we were having an interesting conversation.
Right. I
Yes,
think
bro,
it's time
that's saved.
concluded.
Yeah.
We need
Yeah,
to
this is like almost like a
summarize.
queue when the thing cuts by itself.
Yeah.
So that's all. So I was saying, since we these AI books and everything that has to teach people with this one AI and stuff, right? Rick Kurzweil has how to create a mind, how to make a mind.
Yeah.
So see, although these kind of books, right? That whole plethora of all the books,
Yeah.
they again like they don't get into the dry stuff. They get into the dry stuff, but obviously you don't lead directly to the dry stuff. You start
Yeah.
backtracking, and backtracking in itself is again what is consciousness. It's
Right.
like fucking I started off with those books like
Yeah.
what is consciousness, like no they're
Yeah.
re-attacking it like how do you understand the mind, what is consciousness. So it's
Yeah,
almost like you're not really lost trying to like learn AI, data science and all that stuff because
Right.
we've already tackled that kind of a questioning kind of a thing.
True,
So it's
true.
almost like an add-on for us to learn more about AI and data science and robotics and whatever the stuff we are interested, neural networks
Yeah.
and deep learning and all that stuff. I'm just throwing keywords because that's all I know right as of now. Come back
when
after
you
5 years
say
probably.
you gotta come from a first principle basis, right? Like when you come from first principles, like you keep asking, is this physically possible? Is this possible in physics? And in physics, we don't know yet what is
Can
possible or
answer.
not. So like anything is like up to like open to possibility. So you come from that place, like almost everything seems interesting. Almost everything seems to be like, yes, this is gonna fit
Possibility.
in here. Yeah. So that's the beauty of like I find like first principles, bro. Like
I downloaded,
that's
bro.
why
I downloaded a couple of books.
Got
Yeah.
it, got it. Yeah. And when it comes to like consciousness and artificial intelligence stuff, like it's a very heavily debated thing. Like this is where like philosophy, physics, and all these esoteric practices all come head to head. And I highly think about Daniel Dennett. Okay, back in the day, Daniel Dennett.
Yeah. Intuition pumps.
18, huh? He had written a book about consciousness, and it was like
Isn't it intuition pumps?
before Intuition Pumps. He wrote a book before Intuition Pumps, and
It's a fry
he,
book, bro. Intuition pumps. I don't think I fucking understood anything. I've reheard it. I've heard it like a million times.
bro,
Fry
like
book.
they have reached a level of such over specification. Like it'll take
Yeah.
some time to get there, but
Damn.
like I highly recommend you read like check out Sam Harris's podcast regarding
Yeah, Sam Harris.
AI,
Every now and then I do.
yeah.
It's
Like,
called Making Sense with Sam Harris.
making sense. Yes, yeah.
That's nice.
And when it comes to when you're talking about how you started exercising and how you like started reading about exercising and all, like something similar happened to me with regards to meditation. Like I actually read a book about meditation back in 10% Happier, the book by Dan Harris. Like no relation with Sam Harris, but like 10% Happier is one like book which is like I would call it one of those motivator books to get you started. Like there's this book called Born to Run, which gives you the context to start running, to having a running practice. And in like 10% Happier, you get the context to like see what are the benefits of vipassana meditation or meditation in general. And like if you want to go even further after reading 10% Happier, I highly recommend you read Why Buddhism is True. Like a disclaimer, Why Buddhism is True, written by Robert Wright. He's like a evolutionary psychologist. And when he says why Buddhism is true, he's not saying that this Buddhism religion is the one true religion and all that. No, like leave that out.
Why it seems to be true.
Why some of the things in Buddhism is like
Universal
with current research in neuroscience and
right.
psychology. And and I'm telling you like the way why Buddhism is true is like written, the context and everything. It is like really, really well written. I highly recommend that. He talks about he brings in the matrix and how like we are living in the world of illusion and like how the meditation like basically evolution has no stake in human beings having a very happy and like life. Like
existable.
All evolution cares about is that the genes are passed to the next host. So when it comes to vipassana, right, like it actually like builds up that practice of you like fighting off against the veil of illusion, and and for anybody who cares about the practical benefits, it helps you make better decisions, and it matters a lot when it comes to like your daily life.
Even Yuval also is a big believer of this
Yeah.
one. So, bro, first principles, we were talking about first principles. Apparently, Aristotle was like a big
Yeah.
first principle. I downloaded his books,
Right.
first
Republic.
principles. I have
You
no clue,
know.
bro. I just like
Yeah.
downloaded it, so I want to
Right.
get into it. So that's what
Right.
first principles thinking. I was very interested because, as I told you, like I wanted to get into product development in terms of just like whatever I'm interested in. Like let's say
Right. Right, bro.
the same reason with Arduino and stuff. Why I'm getting into Arduino. Just if I can
Dude,
able to think,
this book,
huh?
bro, Design of Everyday Things,
Ah,
like a
yeah,
go-to book.
crazy! You have a
Yeah.
book,
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
design. I've downloaded it. Is it
Right.
good? I
Yeah,
don't
dude.
remember anything about it.
I had read the older version, the 1980 version, where he actually sort of predicted what a smartphone may have looked like with all the features built in. And in the new 2010 version, he talks about, oh, like the smartphone exists. Like this is like I told you about it in the older version, but in the new edition, I'm gonna talk about the design. And it's I think it's a highly recommended reading for all designers. There's also one thing called yeah.
So,
Uh,
bro, I think that spin-off for me, where I get into this book, is because of a whole new mind. I feel
right,
where
no
I
doubt.
started understanding design thinking. I think why I would be interested in this book because I feel like I read a whole new mind. I'm like, obviously, fucking design is everything. If I want to learn more about design, that's why I started
Yeah.
talking about architecture. Also, continue.
Right. And you know, speaking of this, right, like you are getting into design and all, like, is there anything you would recommend for like musicians, like how to get into music and any like cool book like that?
Book wise, I usually don't recommend books in terms of fitness and music, right? It's more of
Uh,
like
Practice.
play, yeah. It's
Uh,
more of the more practical part.
right, right.
So nothing that I really can think and say this will move your
Uh,
inner needle to start thinking about music differently. Nothing like that.
right,
There are only songwriting books. There are only theory books. There
right.
are
Music theory.
music theory, and on a general level of music, there is nothing that have come across. I actually do download a lot of books around music and stuff,
Uh-huh.
but like I need to learn the trumpet, so I download 4 books on like just the
Right,
trumpet, right?
right,
I
right,
so that I don't read everything. I just skim all the 4 books just to know like what are the common points. I attack it like that.
right, right,
In order to get an overarching view of music or to get motivated or to have a different understanding of music, not really. Electronic music production that I
hmm.
understand and I like that. Probably there's a couple of books called Hit Makers by Derek Thompson.
Okay,
um, it's a book that's going around.
right, right,
That's nice. That's nice. That's as like as much as it gets. Nothing as such, bro. Nothing as such. Even fitness, you would ask me, I wouldn't tell you one book because
uh,
there's nothing. It's only like you gotta do your push-ups. Like you
right,
gotta
right,
like get in and like there are a bit of like dry books that you gotta read. Other than that, I
right.
don't think so. Right.
Hitmakers,
These
the
are
signs
like
of popularity in the age of distraction, huh? That's
huh.
what you
So
mean.
this so
Uh-huh.
this book, as I told you, see, I didn't give you like a dry book. Like
Oh,
this is
right,
there. This is more about like what is about probably the neuroscience and how do you design a verse one, verse two? How does the chorus supposed to be?
uh-huh.
That's what I feel. That's what you are asking for too, right? Like an
No,
interesting book about music,
right, right, yeah,
right? That's what I
something
like
like that,
reading
yeah.
too, right?
Uh-huh.
Like something from the field that is interesting. I like that's what I like reading too. Like that makes
Right.
me like I don't understand it yet, but fuck the way he puts it in that book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like that's what Molecule of More. Like
Right.
I still keep getting back to that book. It's a very nice book, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'll probably end up having nothing to do with that, with that in the rest of my life, through the rest of my life. But
Yeah.
somehow, that book was so interesting about like endocrinology and shit. Like,
Right. Right.
what about Zero to One, Peter Thiel?
Oh, dude, like the one of the basic startup books, huh? Like, you gotta
Yeah, you've read
read
it. It's
that.
great book,
Yeah.
right? Great
Yeah,
book.
I've not finished it
It
though.
makes you question. But
Yeah.
the fundamental theory is just work on something that goes from 0 to 1 versus 1 to 100,
One to
where
100.
everybody
Yeah.
is trying to like just copycat models or something, which is
Yeah.
inevitable. But like
Right.
also like once when he puts that thing in your head, like the seed, then you again start thinking about what's 0 to 1. What can I do that
True. True.
moves the needle from 0 to 1?
Sounds like the blue ocean strategy, huh? Like the
Strategy too,
yeah.
somehow like that. And
Yeah.
then, bro, like we can't like not do the episode without me speaking about exponential organizations and fucking
No doubt, man. I think
bold
that's
that
one
shit.
book we keep mentioning it. They should
Yeah,
call
like
us.
it's been on my mind. It's almost
Yeah.
like Shallows is this year's read. Definitely, there's some Irresistible. There's a book on like addiction, behavioral addiction. Basically, that's a very good
Right.
book. Irresistible, technology basically, technology. And Shallows is also good. That's what. And Big Data, Everybody Lies. All these are like, and Exponential Organizations. This year's like book that is like staying
Yeah.
here for a long while. Like,
true.
I just get to think about what about Tools of Titans.
Yeah.
Have you read that?
I
Since
have to
we are all
read
Tim
it.
Ferriss fans.
All
Oh,
of
crazy,
us,
bro.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a book you're supposed to like keep it because it's not like reading it. You're supposed to like have fun with it. Like
Right.
just open a random thing and like
Yeah, that's
boom,
exactly how I'm
suddenly.
approaching it. Yeah.
That's how he's written the book, bro. It's a brilliant book. Initially, I disregarded it. I'm like, what's happening?
Same.
Right? But then
Yeah.
it's like a Bible. Like it's like
Yeah.
like what do they call, like a handbook basically, right? It's a
Right.
handbook like of all performers and
It's like
different stuff.
case studies of all the top performers
Yeah.
in the world. This is what they do. Deconstruct it. Like,
It's
pick one and put
beautiful,
it-
bro.
Yeah.
Like the minute I read it, no, I'm like immediately I start fasting tomorrow, and like somewhere something start rearranging itself.
Yeah.
Like that,
You're
like
getting into intermittent
like
fasting, huh?
I have been, bro. I've been like a big. Obviously, if I'm from the fitness scene, like
Yeah.
I've gone through everything: ketogenesis,
Right.
like intermittent fasting, and like
Right.
only protein, only fats, and like
Yeah.
coming to that, I want to give two books. That obviously started like putting shit in my head. The first book was Grain Brain. Have you read it?
Yes, you put this on
Bro,
the
yeah.
group also. Yeah.
Rope. It's a great book. Go for it. I'm telling you, go for it. It's a beautiful book, and it's personally, I feel like it's a nice book in terms of it sits well with me in terms of like how we are predominantly grain-based countries, and it
Right.
makes even more sense since we've come off from the agricultural revolution and the industrial revolution where we're almost like every day it's almost like a lot of carbs and like grain-based stuff. And what I always say is be a skeptic as usual. Whatever you listened in this podcast to, just like use it to just like open a new door, and then ask questions for yourself after that too, right? So experiment yourself,
Right,
and then
right.
like just see if that philosophy fits, right?
Which is the
And
other book you're talking
other
about?
book is Salt, Sugar, and Fat.
Oh, salt, acid,
The
heat, fire.
Salt,
that one?
Sugar, no, Salt, Sugar, and Fat. It's by don't want to butcher his name, bro. Just see the author also.
Oh, the how the food giant hooked us, huh? How the food giant.
Yeah.
Michael
Great
Moss,
book.
That one.
Michael Moss,
Okay.
yes. So there's a documentary also if you guys don't want to like go with the book. But yeah, great book. You're like, what the fuck? Like almost like salt is engineered, bro.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
know that? Like the salt that we get is like they rate it on terms of like the minute it touches your tongue, how fast does it travel
Oh,
to your
okay.
so like there's so much that book is fucking great, bro. That's
Yeah.
like actionable books. Like
Right,
health.
right.
Sure, you don't want to like lift weights, but like you can start from here. Read these books. Like you start
Yeah.
like getting into like a bit of a high protein diet and like low glycemic index diets. Then you
True,
get into
true.
like probably understanding how to cut out carbohydrates, processed foods. Once you start, that's the whole
Yeah.
point, right? That why I do read these books, right? These books, they have penetration wise, they're very slow because you have to read the book. Like it's elongated. It takes a week
Yeah.
probably to read the book. But once
Yeah.
it starts seeping down,
Yeah.
it never leaves. So
right.
you're scared shitless because now once you read the book, you can't go around eating chips. Right? You're like, fuck, what did I read? Like that's the
Right.
beauty of a book. Like versus
Yeah.
like a video like this or like any other video, it might leave you faster. Like it might enter faster and it'll leave faster. Right? It's almost disposable, like the information. But books, it fucking sits with you, right? Because again, it's slow to absorb, and then it almost never leaves you because like you've taken a lot of trouble in actually reading it.
True.
Right?
True.
That's a win-win for the oldest technology in the world. Books.
Yeah. Whatever.
Right.
Writing.
That's
Yeah.
great,
The
bro.
first invention. Yeah. Awesome, man. Speaking of like when you mentioned salt, fat, and yeah, there's this book regarding cooking called Salt, Fat, and Acid and Heat. About this,
Interesting.
Talking about, yeah. Like,
I like such books, bro. I like.
Yeah.
Kevin Kelly also has a book like, about some kitchen, some technology-based cool
Food,
tools that you can have in the kitchen, basically that makes your shit easier.
Okay.
Right? What is this
Interesting.
about?
Yeah. Oh, this is about like these four elements like salt, fat, acid, and heat, which you can add to your cooking this thing. It's
Cooking
like
and like,
principles, like first principles
yeah,
of cooking, I
that's
guess.
what I love. That's
Yeah,
what I love, bro.
yeah, yeah.
See the science
And
behind it, and
yeah, and like one thing which kept reminding me about when you talked about music, right? There is a book called How Music Works by David
how
Byrne.
music goes. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
It's a
David
thick
Byrne is
book.
this.
It's
Yeah,
a thick book.
it is. David Byrne has recently has a musical called Utopia. Huh? Like it's gotten like a really good reviews and whatnot. But basically, David Byrne is one of those crazy musicians. He comes up with like insane like beats and whatnot. And, like,
BYRNE, is it?
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So in the first chapter, it's very relevant to me, like because in the first chapter he talks about the evolution of different music genres according to the architecture spaces that were they were built in. So
I've read it. I've read that part. Yes.
yeah. So considering how the opera hall is like built on like having orchestras of so that the music reaches to the end, and how like jazz music was like built, it evolved because they were like done in the clubs, in the jazz
Clubs
clubs,
and techno music. FII,
yeah,
techno was in bunkers in like these old, like Berlin bunkers. Basically, kids
yeah,
used to just lurk off into outside the town where these old bomb shelters were there. They used to
yeah,
fucking lock the bomb shelter, and then the kick was like there's a rumbling techno kick, which just so
yeah.
that's what architecture is. There's play, music, and the evolution of music and
And
architecture.
the
I
guitar
love that.
distortion, right? Yeah, you wanted your guitar sound to like travel to the end of the hockey stadium, where it was being played. So you needed those distortion. So it's like
Distorted.
music, yeah, music and architecture like they go hand in hand, like. So
Great.
there's
I
this,
might start reading the book again.
yeah, there was always a suspicion that I had, like architecture and music. There's some connection like going on because even architecture talks about harmony, rhythm, and whatnot. Like,
Harmony,
I'm going way out there. Yeah,
because you guys come in with your measurement devices, right? Acoustics, right?
We
You have to come in and you have to
yeah,
like check out like what's the surface reflection, absorption, right,
yeah,
of different materials. And that's what, as being understanding studio too, we are like, okay, does this reflect, does this absorb, does this give a true nature of the sound that we're working in? It's
true.
all an
Yeah,
intermingle, like that's the beauty of like reading and like broadly and
yeah,
understanding broadly. Like when
yeah,
we speak, like you give your viewpoint of from where architecture comes from. I tell you
right.
like what I understand from music and like stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that
dude.
there is somebody else listening to this conversation will add and chime in tomorrow, right? That's
Right.
the beauty, like that's the beauty of
Yeah,
the internet for that matter, right? And that's
yeah, man.
why
No doubt.
I find it interesting. Great,
True.
bro. It was like a long-winded conversation.
Excellent.
Nonetheless,
Yeah.
which I haven't read fairly this week because like I've been busy.
True.
This sort of the podcast again now helps me in like now I can get back to reading because I'm now
Yeah.
on the state of like I can read
Yeah.
more because we fucking literally discussed so many books. Like it just puts me in a state of flow where I'm like, so I mean like if nobody ever like found this podcast series interesting, I'm the guy. As I told you, like I'm the first
Right.
consumer. Like
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it. It benefited me more than like
Yeah.
fucking anybody
Same
else.
here, bro.
Like it
I'm
helps me,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that's the whole point of my understanding of creation. Like I must be the first consumer of whatever I produce, so to speak, at
Absolutely.
least.
Yeah.
Right? So it helps me, helps the conversation forward, it helps whatever we do. And obviously,
Right.
if we both are benefiting, somebody else will benefit eventually from it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, it's
It's like
open
plus
source,
one,
it's
bro.
on the internet. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's open
It's
source
like
on the internet.
yeah. So next time we talk about, I guess I'll be
Yeah.
reading this. Yeah. Like.
Great, bro. I'll get
Yeah.
into that.
Cool.
Start that and probably make a list of like whatever you want, like just like
Yeah.
a mental note, not a mental note, a physical note would be better so that like we can just
Yeah.
boom, get into like books so that
For
we
sure.
have like
Yeah.
variants of books so that we can go everywhere. Or just
True.
like note down these books on your phone probably. So, okay, now that you're using a phone, that's why a physical note is easier so that
Yeah.
you just read it off and we can go different ways.
I have written down all the books you just spoke to me about, like Hitmakers, Stuff Matters.
Yeah.
And
No. The book that you
yeah.
want to discuss for the next episode.
Right. Cool. Yeah,
Right,
we'll
so
make a list of all that. Yeah.
so that we have a broad, so that every other week, like when we get to make the episode, so that you have like a running list of like, oh bro,
Yeah.
this was because as I told, when we are live, like really we don't get the names properly, we don't like,
Yeah.
we can't like,
We
and then we're like, oh
improvise it.
shit, we were supposed to,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
like this time it was far a bit easier because I did have like a couple of books that I wanted to speak, so it was
Right.
good. So we had that variance at least. Okay,
True.
for those
Great.
of you guys listening, I hope this was fun. It was 100% fun for me too. And thank you for Mohit for coming over. It's been
Always.
brilliant. See you, bro.
Yeah.
As usual, all of you guys keep reading, keep digging, keep searching. See
Yeah.
you. See you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. And keep sharing, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes. Bye bye.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night, yo.